Consequently, in the above-mentioned example, the introverted intuitive, if attacked by vertigo, would never imagine that the image he perceived might in some way refer to himself. To a judging type, this naturally seems almost inconceivable, but it is nonetheless a fact which I've often come across in my dealings with intuitives. The remarkable indifference of the extroverted intuitive to external objects is shared by the introverted intuitive in relation to inner objects. Because of this, the introverted intuitive has little consciousness of his own bodily existence or of its effect on others. The extrovert would say reality does not exist for him. He gives himself up to fruitless fantasies. The perception of the images of the unconscious, produced in such inexhaustible abundance by the creative energy of life, is of course fruitless from the standpoint of immediate utility. But since these images represent possible views of the world, which may give life a new potential, this function, which to the outside world is the strangest of all, is as indispensable to the total psychic economy as is the corresponding human type to the psychic life of a people. Had this type not existed, there would have been no prophets in Israel. Since the unconscious is not just something that lies there like a psychic caput mortuum, but coexists with us and is constantly undergoing transformations which are inwardly connected with the general run of events, introverted intuition, through its perception of these inner processes, can supply certain data which may be of the utmost importance for understanding what is going on in the world. It can even foresee new possibilities in more or less clear outline, as well as events which later actually do happen. Its prophetic foresight is explained by its relation to the archetypes, which represent the laws governing the course of all experienceable things. The peculiar nature of introverted intuition, if it gains the ascendancy, produces a peculiar type of man, the mystical dreamer and seer on the one hand, the artist and the crank on the other. The form of neurosis is a compulsion neurosis with hypochondriacal symptoms, hypersensitivity of the sense organs, and compulsive ties to particular persons or objects. The two types just depicted are almost inaccessible to external judgment. Because they are introverted and have in consequence a somewhat meager capacity or willingness for expression, they offer but a frail handle for a telling criticism.